Hello everyone, this is Tanisha and I am here in some lower part of Oregon, making my way over to Boise, Idaho. So I'm here at a viewpoint. I don't know exactly which viewpoint this is, but I'm at a viewpoint looking at stuff and walking around, just stretching my legs a little bit because, I be sitting in the car all the time. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is, I don't know, I haven't talked to y'all in a while. And I feel like I need to talk to y'all. But the thing is, I'm always trying to wait till I'm at home, sitting down in front of the camera before I can talk to y'all. And the fact of the matter is, I'm just never at home, okay? So, today I want to talk about integrating some of the new skills and tricks and things that you're learning at practice or at clinics, wherever, okay? That's what I want to talk about today. Number one, you will never get any good at the skill that you are trying to work on if you never intentionally work on it. So what that means is, if you go to the clinic or if you are at practice and someone introduces something new that you kind of like, but you don't have it exactly perfect yet, I want you to intentionally work on that one skill. So there might be a variety of them that you liked at the clinic or at practice. I want you to choose just one of them to actually work on. After you choose the one that you want to work on, you want to make sure that that you give yourself a little bit of grace, okay? And I say that because you are not just going to walk up to the back of the pack and just execute it perfect every single time, okay? It's not always going to go right. And sometimes when things don't go right, we get discouraged and we stop doing it completely. You're not going to do that this time. You're going to keep working on that same skill even though you're not successful at it yet. Now, what's going to end up happening is that skill or trick or whatever that you want to learn is going to start sneaking its way into your gameplay without you even realizing it, okay? So because you've been putting in so much practice and so much effort trying to utilize the new skill, it's just going to randomly show up in your gameplay at any given moment, okay? And you can be like, ooh, I just did the thing, right? So the reason why that happens is because you actually intentionally worked on it while you were at practice, okay? So you failed at it a couple of times and you had some successes with it, and then at some point you started to get a more consistent pattern of success. And I don't know how to say that like perfectly to where it's like beautifully said, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Your success rate goes up. Your average of getting it right and making it effective for yourself goes up versus it being at zero. You started at zero where it didn't work at all, and then you worked your way up to where you can actually utilize that skill, okay? So that's the next thing, okay? So work on it at practice, be intentional about it, be okay with it failing a few times, and then once you start getting it right, keep on working on it, get a little bit more confidence with it, and then try it in gameplay, or like I said, it's just gonna sneak up and you're just gonna do it in gameplay and you can be like, yes, I just did the thing, right? So yeah, that's my little tip on that. And yeah, so it's not enough just to do it one time. It's not enough to do it just 2 times. You gotta do it about 1,000 times before it even gets right. You wanna know why? Because your foot ain't gonna hit the ground like somebody else's foot. So you can't exactly do it their way. So you gotta like adapt it to whatever you can do. Look, I don't know what I'm trying to say no more. Just know that you ain't me and I ain't you, and that's the thing, okay? So the exact way that I'm doing it doesn't mean you're gonna execute it the exact way that I just showed it, okay? Every little thing that you learn, you have to adapt it to you, basically. You have to adapt it to your body type, the way that you kind of jam, whatever. It would never be perfect to the person that shows you how to do it, but it will be similar. We can't categorize it as the same type of move, But just know it will never be executed the exact same way that that person did it, okay? So I might be showing y'all something at the clinic, right? And you're like, you're like, well, you kind of did this little twitch. You kind of did this little twitch when you separated the pack. Well, I don't know about that twitch then. I don't know about the little twitch that I did as I'm going through the pack. So just because I do a little twitch doesn't mean that you have to twitch necessarily. Everybody has a different spice in their life, right? So my breaking of the pack is not going to be the exact same as yours, but the core moves are the same. The way that I'm trying to show you is still similar. Like, you know, how I teach you how to break the pack and stuff. I give you those tips, and you try to utilize it, but it's not going to be the exact same. So you don't have to twitch your shoulder or twitch your neck exactly like I do, okay? Like, I know what I'm trying to say. I'm on a tangent right now, and I don't want to be. So sometimes we give up on ourselves prematurely, okay? You done gave up too early on the new skill. You didn't even give yourself time to even work it. Like, I don't know. Like, you gave yourself like 2 seconds. Okay, let me tell you about this story. Hold up. This is exactly. Okay, well, it's not exactly. Anyway, I want to tell you a story that's happened in my past. So when I was a young girl, I don't know. When I was younger, like probably 10, maybe 9, I don't know. My dad had took me to the tennis courts, right? And back during that time, that's when Serena and Venus Williams were really, really popular, and you know, everybody was, well, it's still popular now, but and everybody wanted to go out and play some tennis, you know. So my dad was trying to show me how to play some tennis, and I kid you not, like, we had the rackets, we went to the park, to the tennis court, and as I was walking on the tennis court, right, I tripped over my shoestring and fell on the ground. It's just my shoelaces were untied, and I just happened to trip and fall. I kid you not, we did not even swing one racket to a tennis ball, and we went home. Like, I didn't even get a chance to like even try. You know what I mean? That was crazy. But you know, I don't know. My dad is my dad, so it is what it is. It's all good. But I don't know if my dad felt like, okay, she can't even walk on the court, we're gonna go ahead and just cut this out right now. I don't know what the deal was on that, but it was just funny. It's a funny memory, and yeah, I just remember it forever. I'm just like, didn't even get to see if I could even hit the ball. I don't know. I don't even remember expressing interest in tennis ever. I think that's just what was hot at the time, and my dad was trying to see something. So, boom, that didn't happen. In conclusion, if you go to a clinic or you go to a practice, pick something that you like. Hopefully you like something at the practice, and work on it. And once you work on it, you'll be good.